Cities in 14 Days series. You saw I started in New York City, hopped over to Dublin, then went to Abu Dhabi, and now I'm in Bangalore. And I was in Bangalore for 3 days. So I have a ton of videos to go a little more in depth about everything I did. This video is kind of just a quick overview of my time in Bangalore. I landed in Bangalore on Thursday, and actually the highlight of my trip in Bangalore happened before I even arrived. So on the plane from Abu Dhabi to Bangalore, I sat next to an amazing person. Her name is Anita, and we chatted on the plane. We really hit it off. She grew up in Bangalore. She lives in Bangalore, but she was in the United States on a work trip. And while we were just talking on the plane, she invited me to stay at her house throughout the entire time. My mind was blown about how amazing of a person and how much hospitality and kindness she has. So I stayed at her house, and she showed me around the city, and literally the amount of kindness that she showed just made this trip forever meaningful to me.
Oh, it's a video. You can keep walking. First meal.
So this is like idli, vada, and this is like rice.
After breakfast, we went back to Anita's apartment. She actually lives very close to where my office is in Bangalore. To give you a little context, this whole trip was initiated partly because I was trying to get a job in Bangalore. It didn't pan through, but I did have a whole day of my trip meeting with managers and people in corporate offices, which is a whole experience. Bangalore it's just a huge hub of technology, especially in the IT world, even in the startup world. And the offices were really impressive. Day 2, Friday in Bangalore, I spent exploring the city a little bit on my own. So Lalbar Botanical Gardens in Bangalore was hosting a huge flower show, really nice exhibit, and check that out.
If you guys are here in Lalbagh, which is one of the best places and historical places in Bangalore, and every year during the month of January and August there is flower shows happening here, and this year this is the 210th flower show which is happening right now. This year's theme of for August Independence Day is the Odear of Mysore, the King of Mysore's life history is being put up here. You can see Jayachamrajendra Odear's the life history here, and it is wonderful coming here. And it's the whole Lalbagh is of around 260 acres.
So I spent the morning in Botanical Gardens, then I took an Uber to Truffles, which is a pretty nice restaurant, pretty casual. Seems like a pretty good area of the city, and it's really cool because their menu. So they have coffee on tap, which I've only had once in the US, and it was really cool. But here you can even get it with ice cream in it, so I definitely want to try that. And the menu's just kind of funky in general. You can get mac and cheese pizza if you want, and a lot of different funky options. But I'm gonna go with the FCUK paneer, which is paneer, like a cheese sort of tofu. The paneer was quite spicy for being listed as not hot, but quite tasty. You do have to watch out because food tends to be a bit hot here. After eating, I did some shopping and went dancing with some coworkers. Tons of fun. There's a pretty big nightlife scene, pretty big bar scene in Bangalore. A lot of young professionals, and I just had an amazing night. I love to dance. Then on Saturday, I went to the Technology Museum in Bangalore. Pretty advanced in my opinion for what they're teaching kids here. As a mechanical engineer, there's things that I wasn't exposed to until college in this museum. But good museum, lots of information. And then in the evening, some coworkers kind of last minute impromptu invited me to their friend's wedding. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wedding. I'm going to do a whole video just on that. Tons of fun. And it was really awesome to just be invited to a wedding. Finally, last day in Bangalore, not even a full day. Sunday, spent some time relaxing with the housemates, and we went out to dinner, and then I saw a local comedy show, which was pretty funny for the parts I could understand. It was like mix of English and other languages, touching on different social contexts and things like that, which were really cool. Finally, my time in Bangalore is over, and I headed on a sleeper bus to my next stop in Coimbatore. Thanks for listening, and check back next week for another video.